Hey guys, Mike with Voodoo Vintage. Just want to do a follow-up video to the hats that I sold from that estate sale. I'm trying to do two things at once here. I'm trying to list some cards and stuff on eBay, but I'm going to go through and just kind of tell you what I sold these hats for and give you just some descriptive pictures on what the hats look like when I listed them. Our first one here is this was the 1988 Hidori Cap Seoul, Korea Olympic hat. This hat sold for $35. The next one we have is a 90s NHL Hockey Anaheim Mighty Duck Snapback. I got $20 for that. Now I threw all these on the auction, so typically I just leave them in my store and set a price for them. But I wanted to get rid of them because I've got so many of them, so I threw them out there in auction and let people bid them up. The other hat here we've got is the 90s New Era 5950 fitted hat. That went for $20. We have this was a nice hat here. This 90s American Needle NHL Hockey Anaheim Ducks hat. This hat ended up going for $40.94. Next one we got is a Baltimore Orioles fitted hat. This one for $15. Now these all include shipping too, and I'll tell you how towards the end here how I ship them, how I package everything up. Here's another one. This was an 80s Baltimore Orioles fitted hat. Went for $20. Now what I like to do is I just, when I have orders, I print it out from PayPal or wherever I use for other merchants. But these are all through PayPal and eBay. But this one here, I use labels and just staple them on there, so I got the tracking information right there, and I can provide it if anybody asks for it. This one was a 90s Chicago Bulls. This was that unique hat with the black and the maroon. This one for $26. Here is one. It was an 89 Perchville Mesh Trucker Snapback, $15. You got to remember, I got all these hats for lily pennies, so some of these hats are 15, 20 bucks all day long. This one was a 90s New Era New York Yankees fitted hat, $22.51. Most of these went to people in the United States, some international. Here's this one I couldn't believe. This one went to auction. It was 90s Roman Pro Cooperstown Collection fitted San Francisco / New York Giants hat from back in the day. $43.99. That was a score. Here's another one. 90s Roman Pro Cooperstown Collection Brooklyn Dodgers throwback hat. That one for 51 bucks. Here's a trucker hat. I got this hat. Let's see. I had to clean this hat up, but it was a Biodomes made by Giant back in the day. A Metallica Kill 'Em All hat. $21.50. Here is this is a really nice hat here. I threw it in my store for about 75 bucks, and within, I would say, 2 hours, I had two people ask. One guy wanted to give me 40 bucks for it. One guy said 55, so I took the 55. But it's the Nike Flight Air Jordan wool hat snapback, 55 bucks. Here was a Cleveland Indians The Game white snapback hat, 25 bucks. 80s unique American flag snapback hat. This was kind of a cool hat. It was filthy, and I got it really nice and clean. $20.50. These are all hats I threw on there. I had them go for a 7-day listing, and majority of them all sold. Here's a 80s North Star Top Gun Tom Cruise snapback hat, $21.50. Jurassic Park hat I had, the 93 hat snapback, 20 bucks. 97 Logo Athletic Bulls Championship hat, 26 bucks. Here's a 98 Starter Bulls snapback, $20.50. Yeah, but these Bulls snapbacks, I just threw them to auction, but I put them in my store and sold them for anywhere from 40 to 75 bucks. Here's another one here. This one went pretty cheap. It was a 93 Sports Specialties White Bulls Snapback Championship, 22 bucks. Here's the American Needle Chicago Bulls Wool Snapback, 45 bucks. 94 Game World Cup Soccer hat, 20 bucks. a 94 Apex Soccer Germany hat. That was brand new. That was one for 20. 90s Starter Marlins Script Snapback 2250. That 80s Bridgestone Tires Trucker Mesh hat went for 15 bucks. That was good fun there. Here was a 90s New Era Denver Broncos Snapback. That went for 20. There was a vintage, let's see which one. Oh, this was the 80s Nike Trucker Mesh Snapback. That went for 15 bucks. 80s White Sox Snapback, 20 bucks. And the last one here, it was this was a cool hat. It was a floral genuine draft beer vintage snapback. $16 is what I got for it. So those are the hats there. I've got a ton of them still for sale out there. I still have a ton that I need to go through and clean up. But the you know, I wanted to let you guys know how I photograph these, and basically what I use is a white photo booth box I bought that gives off great pictures, and I do. My thing is, when I'm selling, I provide a lot of detail in my pictures and my description, and that's what sells. You know, I see a lot of people out there, they just, you know, use their iPhone or something and they photograph the item, and it looks like crap, at least to me. But you know, I tend to get more money because I'm more descriptive, and my photos, I've got multiple angles of it. And these are some of the things I'm going to talk about. You know, I take 4 angles for the hat. So you know, I flip the hat around. I have the hat on like a small mannequin head, and I flip the hat around. I photograph any flaws there might be. I photograph the brim. You know, a lot of people want to know if it's green brim or gray or black. Also the tags, and if there's any wear, I photograph that. What I do then is, you know, I crop the photos. I take photos with my camera. I crop them in Photoshop, get them all nice and neat. And there's no need to have all this background noise when you're just selling one item. So then what I do is I basically put the bags or the hats in the plastic bags. I seal them up. That way, you know, no dirt or anything gets in the hats. I use packaging boxes for these hats. I found a great company online, and they're locally here, CS Packaging. I believe their website is cspackaging.com or .net, but they've got great deals on boxes. So if you guys are looking for boxes to ship your items with, I recommend the 12 by 10 by 5 for the snapback hats. I think they run about maybe 8 or 9 cents a box, but they're perfect. So you know, what I do then is I put them in the boxes, and when I basically get an order for them, I print out that label, ship them out, and off they go. But you know, really the key is mentioning the flaws, because if somebody buys the hat and you know there's a flaw in the hat, you didn't mention it, they're going to be pretty upset. And I've been a top-rated seller on 4 or 5 of my eBay accounts for years now, and just never had a problem. You know, if there is a problem or something I overlooked, you know, I'll be more than happy to compensate that buyer or return the item. You know, but you know, that's kind of what I did there, and it's kind of what I did with this whole estate sale thing. And like I was telling you guys, you know, I got all this stuff for pennies, and you know, I ended up making some good money at it. It's going to be, you know, income that's going to keep coming in here once I photograph all the stuff and clean the hats. But just wanted to give you you know, a quick update on how that all went. So hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos.